We descend from a line of warriors, fighting relentless battles for justice. When the odds are against us, we do not bend, nor do we break. We stand tall and fight hard, for we are 6-0. If you want genuine black conversation that's uncompromised, unfiltered, join 6zeros.net today.
Jay?
Yes?
I love 6 zeros. I'm so excited there's a site where we could finally talk about black issues.
When's the last time you posted?
Well, the way my phone is set up.
You're clearly not that excited about 6 zeros. Have a great day.
Nicole's View. Say it with me, y'all. Nicole's View. That's right, because this is how she do it.
Okay. All right. I am here, y'all. I am here. Welcome to this edition of Nicole's View Live on this Sunday afternoon. I hope you all are doing great out there, being safe. My apologies as usual. I've been off for a while, but I'm back. Was celebrating my son's 8th birthday yesterday, Alan or AJ. So happy birthday to him. It was fun, busy, jam-packed, but it was great. So I thank all of you who wished him a happy birthday. So it was great. It was fun, and it's always good times. But yeah, it wasn't good times for a lot of folks yesterday. But before we get into that story, I want to welcome my guest, Mr. Lane Fobbs. You know him as a B1 Media personality. He's on social media. He's an author, writer, all that good stuff. So y'all welcome Lane Fobbs to Nicole's View. Hey, Lane.
Hey, what's going on, Nicole? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. A lot going on as usual.
Mm-hmm.
It's never ending with these folks. But before we get into it, I want you to go ahead and let the folks know, stupid me, I have to download your thing. I was playing it, but I'm like, oh yeah, if I'm playing it through Facebook, I have to screen it, double screen it. So I'm going to play his ad and then he's going to tell y'all more about it. Please support Mr. Lane Fobbs here. Let me share the screen so y'all can see his ad here. Let's see. Interesting. Now it's not showing. Oh, I X out of it. That's why. Well, go ahead and let everyone know about what you're doing, and then I'm going to play the ad.
Yeah. First off, happy birthday to your son. Saw that. It looked like a great time. All that good stuff. Happy birthday to the young king.
Thank you.
I'm Fobbs Publishing, books and ideas. That's what it is. Some people think I'm a comic book company. No, it's more than that. It's all that stuff. I tell people, think of this as the Black Walt Disney. We got all sorts of genres and titles for the different interests of Black people, because it's upwards of 60 million of us in the country. Some people even say more than that. So there's lots of different interests. We're not a homogeneous group. And that's pretty much what all my writing, all of my titles are based on. You can find me. I'm on Instagram at Fobbs the Chairman. Everything is FOBBS. So at Fobbs the Chairman. And then fobbspublishing.com. That's where you can get the books, all that good stuff. So I got a lot of different titles and things here for you.
Fobbs Publishing. Make sure I spelled it correctly. Sometimes I'm like,
there it is. It is right there.
Okay,
that's perfect.
And here is the ad, y'all. Support our brother here. Here we go.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's been a while. I'm dusty. Let's do this one more time. I forgot to do screen share. See, when I'm away, you start to forget stuff. All right, here we go. Here we go. Y'all like, what is she sharing? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. All right, let me do this. There we go. Here we go.
Hey there, B1ers. It's that time for pre-orders of my book, Black Facts About Each United State. As the title says, it's a book highlighting 50 black facts from each and every state in our union. The book even comes with coloring sheets for the kids. And I even have a Black Facts backpack for you. Hurry. Hey there, B1ers. It's that time for pre-orders of my book.
Y'all. I'm so dusty. Oh my God. Okay. Y'all go check that out. FobbsPublishing.com. I love it. I'm going to get it too. So y'all get it. Support each other, support our brother, and there you go. So let's go ahead and get started and talk about what Twitter right now is just exploded with this. What's going on in Buffalo, New York. We had is it 10 or 11? I'm seeing 11, then I'm seeing 10.
I think it's 11 people that's been shot, 2 were injured, or something like that. It's a lot going on out here. Yeah, I think it's 11.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. It's not surprising. This has been something that we've been talking about since forever. I mean, you can just go back. How long ago was it when those poor people were shot up in that church in South Carolina?
Ooh, that's like 20. Obama was still president because all he had was prayers. He didn't have nothing we gonna do about it.
Prayers
so
and
it had to have been before 2016.
Absolutely. So you had this shooting in Buffalo, New York yesterday, where I believe up to 13 people were shot, 10 or 11 are deceased from what I am reading and seeing. And you have the typical response. It was a mass shooting. People of color. This is a hate crime.
Right.
Instead of calling it what it is.
Right.
It is anti-Black racism. It is white supremacist, anti-Black racism. What happened? Right. There's no people of color. On his gun, he had nigger. He had here's your reparations. These pictures are floating around online, folks. On his gun, he even had butt broken.
Oh, I was gonna say he had it right here. No, he listens to the B1. He listens to they listen to what's going on here. When they tell you that you suck and that you're not doing anything, nobody's listening, that's a lie because they're listening. Clearly they are, and this showed it.
Yes, absolutely. And he was streaming this on Twitch. He's streaming shooting Black people in the head on Twitch. They said it was up for 20 minutes. So he's basically killed folks for everyone to see on Twitch. All the white supremacists and maybe those who may not be just happen to stumble across it. He's doing this live and in living color for everybody to see. And this went on for 20 minutes, folks. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, this is what we get. You know, we just get, I'm sorry, prayers, no mention of protection. We've been just bamming, hitting the drum about reparations, resources, protection. Where is it? Where are these folks today? besides saying the same old, same old. Then you have some of these old Negroes, the first folks the media goes to, talking about we just need to come together and hug each other. We just need to come together and we are the world and we shouldn't be doing this and come together, people. No. We should be calling out these politicians who sit here. We should be calling out the media. We should be calling out a hell of a lot of more people demanding something be done. No more sitting back, allowing this to happen. These politicians make me so angry. They come around, they'll give us a little, talk, and then screw you come election time and they win and they're out the door. And then here we go, another mass shooting, another white supremacist massacre. Not mass shooting, a white supremacist massacre. He purposely went there to kill Black people. There is even a clip of him. He's about to shoot a white clerk, I think, that worked at the store. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going to shoot you. We're the niggers. That's who I'm hunting for. Joe Biden. What are these folks going to do? What are they going to do? Lane, what are they going to do?
Well, not going to do anything, I mean, just the same type of we're sorry and all this stuff. There's not going to be any reparations bill. There's not going to be any anti-Black racist bill. We're not about to get any of that because they've decided that, all we need is a hug and just a little bit of attention. Let's just have some of these politicians show up in the dang church, and that's about it. You're not going to see from them again, I have a friend, it's interesting. I have a friend that worked in Buffalo. When I worked in news, he and I met each other, and then he went on to go work up in Buffalo when I left that industry. And he worked there so a few years. He always told me how racist it was, and just how it was like up there. As soon as you leave New York, it becomes basically like the South. Mind you, this is a guy from small town Mississippi telling me that Buffalo is racist. So that's saying something, right? So it's and he was telling me he'd always felt like something like this would happen, even when he was up there. You know what I'm saying? So, nothing's going to happen because these are all just little nests of white supremacy. They're just little nests, and it's the law enforcement that's involved. They took this guy real calmly. They took this guy out real calmly. They're already trying to spin the lone wolf. They're trying to spin it. I saw, but they're trying. What they're saying is he was a lone wolf connected to a racist but prevalent ideology. Now, this was in the Atlantic, I think. And if but always negates what came before. So really, they're saying he's a lone wolf connected to the prevalent theory that whites are being replaced by Black people.
Yes.
That so they don't even necessarily agree if it's racist or not. You know what I'm saying? Candidly, with me, I was one of those. I went to college. I went to the A&M, wasted my time there a lot, Texas A&M. But one thing I do remember, it was this Asian woman that was this is like early 2010s. She was my political science teacher. She did say one thing, that she always said how the white population was going down and how that was a concern. Now, this is an Asian woman always saying that. This was like a decade plus ago, and it's interesting that's that ideology. And she had a lot of those white kids get upset with her about it. She would literally walk in and tell them, "Hey, y'all not having enough sex because y'all population is going down." She would come in there. They didn't like that. They didn't like that, and to hear, and you see that this guy who did this, that's what he felt. That's what motivated him to do this, So that I found that very interesting. So these are the little lines and things that the white media is not going to connect. They're not going to connect it to that. They're not going to say that, hey, a lot of white people feel like this. He's just a very extreme, sharp, acute tip of this large iceberg in our country. And they're not going to say that because they don't want you pushing for the Democrats in there and who are in office to try to do something. That's why I posted on my Twitter there. I'm like, hey, what's the problem? We got Ketanji Brown Jackson. What happened to that? She's going to do something about it, right? Oh, that's right. She's just one white liberal vote to replace the white guy who got out of there. Oh yeah, that's right. She's basically a lateral move, and a lateral move that doesn't even help us. So it's on. I think just going forward, it's on us to continue to put some pressure. Few people are saying, apparently, a few people in the streets of Buffalo are saying that they want a retaliation. So we'll see how that goes. But I think it's on us to continue to call this out, continue to push for an anti-black, specifically black reparations bill. And when these people come around in your church wanting to hug you and feel bad, no, get back from me. Go out there, go and fight for us. Okay, go get something done.
Exactly. It's so frustrating. It's so
Right.
frustrating you to sit back and you don't want to just, I don't want to just be on here just yapping about this, talking about it,
Right.
and action not being put behind it, because I think we're past that at this point, way past that. We want to see something done.
Right.
And we folks can talk about being retaliating and doing all this and that, but it means nothing if we're not gonna put anything behind it. You're just gonna be out there. They're just gonna shoot you. They ain't gonna let you go in, alive.
You will not get taken calmly.
No, they're going to kill you. Right. It's one thing if somebody in his family wants to go after him. Hey, I understand. Do what you got to do. Right. But just going out randomly, that's not going to solve nothing. Just randomly killing folks, that's not going to solve anything. We need to be pushing for reparations, resources, and to be finally a protected class in this country, and calling out the anti-black racism in this country consistently. Do not get off the narrative. Keep it going. Keep pushing it. Do not let them sit up here and sanitize this little monster, 18 years old, Lane.
Right. Yeah.
How is he able to get all these things? Body armor. How is he able to get all this stuff? Where are the parents?
Right. There's not going to be a dateline. There's not going to be a 2020 or Netflix documentary talking about where he got all this stuff from. That would be interesting to me. See how deep this thing really goes. But no one's really trying to go deep and investigate that. And then I saw in the comments they had one of the victims was a former cop. So what happened to back the badge? You ain't even hearing that.
No,
because they lined up in New York when it was time to protest George Floyd when people were getting shot. They were talking about, what about, it's all about black people being gunned down in our cities. Well, this is a black former cop gunned down. Where is back the badge? Where's all of that? Everyone's just acting real, just like they don't know what the hell's going on, but they know the deal.
Coming up with the talking points, bringing out Candace Owens. I mean, I have nothing for that thing. I have no feeling, nothing, because I know what she is. Like Tariq Nasheed has said many times, she's just the think tank's little chihuahua who gets out here, spouts the things that they really believe. That's all she is. And I don't even get upset, because we know what her purpose is. Right. When they're sick of her, she'll be thrown in the garbage. So we already know what that's about. So they're out here either downplaying it or going to the what about this, the same old tired, stale, opening up their nasty hot breath to say the same old things, instead of talking about what just happened. And how many times it's happened, and how long we've been dealing with this, and how these politicians get out here saying the same old garbage. Now, CNN is saying the 18-year-old man who allegedly shot and killed 10 people at a Buffalo supermarket Saturday afternoon was motivated by hate. Authorities said the Tops Friendly Market, where the shooting took place, is located in the heart of Buffalo's Black community. From my understanding, when you had said your friend lived there, it's very segregated.
Yeah, that's what he said. It's very segregated over there. A lot of the Black people there just kind of keep to themselves. It's just kind of understood. Like he said, this is a guy from Mississippi. He saw a lot of similarities. So, he had to go over there to do something, and he picked that zip code because it was the closest to him. So he's a lazy white supremacist. He wasn't trying to drive too far, I guess, seriously.
Well, actually, they were saying that he drove 300 miles or something like that. So he took his time. He purposely mapped out where the majority
of. I thought he was in
Buffalo.
I thought he was there. Where is he from?
Oh, no, he's not even from that area. Let me keep reading the article. Okay. It said the Tops Friendly Market, where the shooting took place, is located in the heart of Buffalo's Black community, and 11 of the 13 people shot by the white suspect were Black, officials said. This was pure evil. Is it Erie County Sheriff John C. Garcia said at a Saturday news conference, calling the shooting a straight up racially motivated hate crime from somebody outside of our community. The U.S. Department of Justice is investigating the shooting as a hate crime and an act of racially motivated violent extremism. according to a statement from a U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland. Peyton is a gendron of Conklin, New York.
Okay, yeah, I see it in the comment. Yeah, about 3 hours away.
Yes,
So he drove.
Was charged with first-degree murder Saturday. Erie County District Attorney John J. Flynn said in a news release, Conklin is about a 3.5-hour drive from Buffalo. He pleaded not guilty. Here's what we know about the shooting suspect. So basically, that's like us driving from Austin
to where I'm at.
To where you're at in Houston. So he drove 3 hours
to do this with this in his mind and in his heart. Think about that. That's not. I mean, I do that. I go to San Antonio and sell my books a lot of times. So it's not a drive for me at this point. But think about how long you're carrying that in your head and in your heart. You know what I'm saying? So that when he tries to plead insanity, just understand. This was premeditated. This was a sane person doing this. Because I think that's what he's going to do. He's pled not guilty. I could already see him going, well, he's troubled, he's insane. No. He drove 3 hours thinking about this. So I'm glad that they put that. We can't forget that.
Yeah, this was on purpose. This is not mentally disturbed. Exactly. He's not any of that. He mapped this all out. Someone's saying there is another mass shooting or a shooting in a church in California.
And there was almost one in Buffalo again. They had a gunman there earlier today, but luckily there was some sort of security there to stop him at least.
Yes. Yeah. The Kyle Rittenhouse effect. This is another shooting in California. Yeah. Racial holy war. He's a Nazi. Yep. So family, we better be careful. You better be watching your back. If you got something, carry it on you. This is where we're at right now. Your politicians don't care. They're not going to do anything.
Right.
They're going to talk, and they're going to start talking about that, the gun control thing, as if that even matters at this point.
Which will never get done.
That'll never get done.
Well, you know that, Nicole. I mean, we're both in an open carry state. I can go down to Pasadena, which is like south of here, like a little suburb where some people like him come up. Some people like this guy are down south of Houston. It's like they got a gun show every weekend. It's like walking into Walmart. If you got the cash, they ain't checking nothing. I'm talking about rifles like this guy had. I'm talking about stuff like he had. If you got a few bands, they'll just give it to you. You walk on out with it.
Yeah, they said he was wearing tactical gear. Authorities say when the suspect arrived at the store around 2:30. Wow, 2:30, 1:30. Yeah. I was getting ready for my son's party around that time.
Yeah. I think he wouldn't have got this at one of those gun shows, though. Seriously, if somebody got it from him. Because like I said, somebody go to those. A god brother of mine, he goes. My god brother goes. But he's one of those that black people should stay strapped. He should do it. So that's how I ended up going. Like I said, there was actually a black gun company down there that's here in Texas. Actually, that was cool to see. But the point is, it takes nothing. What I'm trying to say to get anything that you see in there, and everything that he had, you can get it. And those type of shows and expos or whatever, they're all across the country. They're held any given weekend. I think that's how he got it. You know what I'm saying? And they're just willing to sell that to you. So there needs to be a deep dive into that.
The Kyle Rittenhouse effect. This is what this is. So he went in that store around 2:30. He was heavily armed, wearing tactical gear, a helmet, and had a camera that was live streaming his actions on Twitch. The suspect used an assault weapon, Flynn said during the news conference. In the news release, Flynn said the suspect shot 4 people outside of the grocery store, 3 fatally. So the minute he pulled up, he killed 3 people instantly. When he entered the store, he exchanged fire with an armed security guard. This was the man you were talking about, who authorities said was a retired Buffalo police officer. The security guard died of his injuries. The suspect shot 8 more people in the store, 6 of whom died, the release said. He legally purchased the gun in New York, to your point.
Which is crazy. The same New York where, who was it? The former Giants receiver, Plaxico Burress, shot himself and got prison time. Yeah, but not this guy. Yeah, they magically couldn't see this guy. He's Casper the Ghost. Okay.
Yeah. The governor there, Kathy, Hochul, said it's not clear if the suspect should have been prevented from being sold a gun in New York State after it's emerged the gunman was once investigated over something he had written in high school. There we go again. The signs are all there. He's on social media in
Mhm.
these little places. They know where these
Right.
folks are. But like Tariq said, they can put RICO charges on rap stars and find all kind of stuff. But they
Right.
can't see this out in the open.
Right.
No RICO statutes being used here. Speaking to Margaret Brennan on CBS Face the Nation on Sunday, Hochul was asked how the 18-year-old suspect was able to legally purchase a gun. Earlier Sunday, Hochul told CNN the gun was used in the Buffalo mass shooting where 10 people were killed on Saturday. It was purchased legally in New York State. But where? I wonder. Speaking to CNN's Dana Bash on Sunday, Dana Bash on State of the Union. Okay. Hochul said the weapon was an AR-15. She said it's believed the high capacity magazine was purchased outside of New York. Okay. So like you said, it was probably at one of these expos where they're selling all sorts of stuff. And you know, he's 18.
Right.
Yeah. He allegedly live streamed on Twitch. The popular live streaming platform Twitch confirms Saturday the shooting suspect used its platform to stream a live broadcast during the attack. The company said it was devastated to hear about the shooting.
Well,
and added,
I mean, jump in. You know, Twitch was built on a lot of those white supremacists hopping on there, gaming, using the N word, all that stuff. You know, I go to these comic book events and stuff, and I see those type of, you know, they subtly let you know that what are you doing here, nigger? You know, it's that type of stuff. And those are people that run Twitch. Those are a lot of people who built it up back in like 2014 and 15 and stuff and 16. So I think that one of them may have seen it and just kind of, oh, look at this, you know, because that type of stuff usually gets taken down quickly. And someone in the comments said they aired the whole thing.
Yeah.
So now somebody there, you know, they don't disagree with him. You know what I'm saying? He has some valid points. You know, they on that stuff.
You see any way to excuse this, any way to think, okay, let's try to sanitize this just as much as we can, but you can't.
Right.
You can't. Now, let me see. He live streamed it. CNN obtained a portion of the live stream that shows the alleged shooter pulling up to a top store. The video is recorded from the point of view of the alleged shooter as he is driving into the supermarket's parking lot. The person is seen in the rearview mirror wearing a helmet and is heard saying, just got to go for it, before he pulls into the front of the store. In the video, store patrons can be seen walking through the parking lot as the suspect drives up. A spokesperson for Twitch said the company removed the live stream less than 2 minutes after the violence started. I heard it was 20 minutes. Now they're saying it was 2 minutes.
Nah.
Y'all believe what you want to believe.
Right.
Let's see. A spokesperson for Twitch said the company removed the live stream less than 2 minutes after the violence started. The company did not immediately respond to follow-up questions about whether the suspect was actively firing when the live stream was halted. They talk about this manifesto, talks about dwindling size of white population. Now, this is something that we were talking about that's been talked about, you know, in the past and now more so, the white population. It's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And you have these folks out here in these groups who feel like, yeah, let me go shoot about 10, 15 people. That's going to help.
Right.
I mean, it's so stupid when you really think about it. It'd be one thing, you know, I get it if they were able to pull this off and kill, let's say, 2-3 million of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go in the store and you shoot 10, 11 people and you think that's you're doing something, but in their mind, this is it. We have nothing else to live for. This is what we came to do. We want to become that martyr. We want to be seen as the one that tried to do something, seen as that Hitler, the one that tried, you know, in their little pea brain, they think they're really doing something. Yes, you did. You affected a lot of families. You putting us on notice. We have to stay on top of this. We can't be out here walking around head in the sand. A lot of us are. And that's the sad part. And you just don't know the time or the date when you may run across a savage like this. But we need to be alert and aware.
Yeah, that's what we have to do.
You know?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lane.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was saying the thing is, like, you know, No, a lot of black people up in the Northeast, I just know from meeting some, they insist, oh yeah, you always hear that point. It's not as bad as in the South. It's not that bad. It's a lot of people still asleep. It's a lot of people, especially up there in that Northeast corner, in your New Yorks and your Bostons and all that. A lot of say, yeah, it ain't that bad as in Mississippi, but clearly it is. Clearly it is.
Right.
At least down south again, there's an open carry. At least we can kind of defend ourselves down here. They've kind of act, not intentionally, but left a few tools that we can, defend ourselves at down here.
Mhm.
That's exactly what I think you need to do. He got it. You should go to one of these gun expos yourself. They'll let you in, get you some tools. Some of it's reasonably priced. It's only if you got a few $100s, you can get you something. And then take it and do some target practice and training. I've done that in the past. I
Mhm.
actually want to get back when I get some more time from this away from this business. I want to get back out on that range and, do some more target practice. And it's just so you can get comfortable with a gun, get comfortable with this being a new normal,
Right.
because I mean, you look at a lot of Black Wall Streets and stuff. The main thing is there was no protection. There,
No.
there, there wasn't a storehouse of guns when they came attacking. I would say this time around, let's have some guns. Let's start, fighting back a little bit. But
Right.
yeah,
And that's it. That's what it's going to take. It's going to take,
right,
all of us is not, unfortunately, we're not going to be all on the same page when it comes to being responsible and being aware and awake with
right,
these folks running around here. But you better wake up. You better tell a friend to tell a friend, because it's now that, COVID is, gone,
yeah,
you know, they're back to their old antics.
hmm
Everybody's going back. They're going
right,
out. They're
yeah,
going to concerts. They're doing the
hmm
regular thing again. We're
yeah,
trying to get back to this,
hmm
whatever normal is. And
yep,
what is normal? These savages
yeah,
getting out here, getting ready to go shoot up a bunch of people.
yeah. The
That's
world hasn't learned
that's hard.
anything after COVID. We've learned nothing. It's just got
No,
more expensive. That's all. We've learned
no,
nothing. That's the only difference.
right,
The
right.
only change there, they figured out how to run it up on you some more. But no, they haven't learned anything.
Not at all. Not at all. Absolutely. Shout out to the chat room. I am so sorry if I didn't even say hey. I'm sorry. I'm just hearing this just drained me. I was so excited yesterday. And then, like I said, I wasn't really on social media. I said, hey, y'all, my son's
Right.
birthday. Y'all wish me happy birthday. And then I got, situated with that. And then I kind of calmed down. And my mom, she's like, they said there was a shooting in Buffalo. I'm like, what? Yeah, some guy went in the store. And then I went on Twitter. And then the first tweet I see is Tariq. So I'm always referencing him
Mhm.
because, I follow him and I see it. I'm like, damn, this is bad.
Right.
You're thinking it's just, is it a regular mass shooting or is it a hateful? You got to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This is insane. This is insane. But this is the country we live in.
Yep.
This is what we're dealing with. But I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. We should have had something done a long time ago. But is it going to happen? No. Yeah. Stay strapped. Hey, G Boot, stay strapped.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Clay, Boston is Mississippi North. Oh, yeah. Y'all
It is,
think,
yeah.
I think even on the East Coast, when I lived there relatively, 6-7 years, it's a whole nother animal. They may not be out in the open with it, like out here. But they have their ways of doing it. Don't fall into that comfort zone of, I'm in the North. That doesn't mean anything. I'm in the Midwest. I'm in the South. It's
Right.
everywhere. You have these folks like this Peyton, however you say his last name, out here festering. They're online, and these folks know they're out here. If they can get on our live streams and restrict us, I'm in restrict mode, folks. So don't get it twisted. This is why you may look at my videos and I only have 2,000 views, but I'm in restrict mode. They have us restricted out here. Okay.
Right.
If you don't know, we're in it. We're going at it with YouTube right now about that. My channel is on restrict mode, but this dude, he can go on Twitch and have probably hundreds of thousands of people watching him murder us and nothing. And they sit back and act like this is not happening.
Right.
That's what kills me. That's what's so crazy about all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And it pisses me off. It drains me. But I'm like, I got to get on here and say something. I almost was like, I'm not going to do this. I just can't go there. But I'm like, no, I can't give up. We have to keep fighting.
Well, yeah, call it
every
out. I
day.
mean, you
Yeah.
and Tariq and all you are a news side of this. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm Disney, y'all ABC and NBC and CBS, because guess what? Those actual channels aren't going to tell you what's going on. They're
Right.
going to just report a little bit of it, give you a slight opinion piece, and try to love you back to the polls this November.
Yeah.
That's how that's going to go. It's only on us. This guy's actually going to post a picture of the gun that had all those anti-black messagings that proved that these people listen to us, by the way, after
Mm-hmm.
saying they ignore us. You know what I'm saying? We're the only ones who are going to do a deep dive and question where he got these guns, question how
Mm-hmm.
deep these type of networks go and all those things. It's only gonna happen in places like here. So it's very important that we continue to talk about it.
Yes. Oh, yes. And thank you for that, the real Aaron Collins. He live streamed. That's what I heard. They said that
Mm-hmm.
this was on for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
BS on the 2 minutes.
Right.
And see, they know they're going to be legally held responsible. That's
Mm-hmm.
why they're
Right.
saying it was only
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes.
And this is at a time, by the way, when these tech companies, they're firing people left and right because their valuations are higher than what they're actually worth. In this new decade, a lot of these investors are cutting the cord on that. So yeah, their ass is in a crack potentially right now. You know what I'm saying, from both sides, and it's on us to keep the pressure on Twitch, I would say, because again,
Yeah.
like you said, why was this on for 20 minutes? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get when I do my Facebook lives, like I immediately get I don't know if it's a copyright strike, but it'll say something like we muted this part because you played some music. That
Yeah.
happens before the thing's even over.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So come on, man. They knew.
It's BS. It's BS.
Somebody there, whoever was in charge of that, knew.
Yeah. Thank you, Amara Woods. Thank you so much. Thank you. Miss y'all too. I'm gonna get back in the groove. It's just been like so much going on. But yeah, yes, they should be sued. I hope the families go after them too, because this should have never happened. I'm not gonna solely blame them, but they are part responsible because he still was letting an audience see this.
Right.
So yeah, absolutely. Yes, I mentioned that earlier. He aimed at a white guy in the store and apologized. He did. That's on Twitter too, by the way. The clip is on Twitter. Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately. What they say, what does Professor Black Truth say? Get those power tools.
Yeah. Never know you're gonna have to do some work.
Yeah. And I've always had this thing about guns, but the more I see this, I'm like, no, I got to do it. I got to do it. I got to go to a gun range, get comfortable, learn a gun, and just do it.
When you go out there, you gonna get comfortable. See me, I'm more old school. My granddad, I learned on his rifle. He had like a big Peacemaker. Them old country rifles. I like those. That's the ones I like personally. But women, you probably want something smaller. Some balances and it's light. So just have something.
Right. And we've been talking about it. My husband and I, and we've just been like, yep, we got to do it. Especially since we're out here in Texas. It's the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, y'all outside of the city, out there in Round Rock and stuff. That's where they be living in all of that.
And speaking of that, about 2 weeks ago, I don't know if you heard, but it was more local. There was a white, I believe he was white. The way they described it, he had to be. It was a white male. He was out. I don't know if you're familiar with this area, Lane. I-35, Old Settlers Park. I don't know if that sounds familiar to you.
It's not I-40 north of the city?
Yes.
Okay.
North.
See, I know more like South Congress and
yeah,
all of that.
Yeah, that's
in the
south.
city, in town. Yeah, I know that. Mopac, I know that stuff.
Mopac, that's why Mopac evil, we call it Mopac evil. So north Round Rock, North Austin.
Okay.
Some white guy in a all black trench coat, same gun, shooting. Luckily, he shot nobody. This is not too far from me, by the way. It didn't make national news because he didn't shoot anyone, but someone saw an They all came, all the laws, APD, Round Rock, the Texas Rangers, and they all came. They took care of him.
Right.
Now they're saying they don't know if he killed himself or because they found him like in the woods dead, or if them shooting at him. I got to check back on that and see what happened. They're out here, folks.
Right.
I was coming back from working out and I saw the laws going in that direction. This was like 2 weeks ago on a Saturday afternoon, a beautiful Saturday afternoon. So something is definitely going on.
Yeah. Yeah, they've had a lot of time during COVID to sit in there and listen to all the little white supremacist nests and all of that. And they've had a lot of time to plan. So now they're executing a lot of their stuff now that people are getting back out here, you know?
This is no joke. Absolutely. Because I sometimes I just sit and I wonder, what are y'all doing?
Yeah. Well, what a lot of people are doing is, they already trying to find a hug and forgive, so you can't get out here doing that. I saw some Tarika, somebody, but you may have posted in the call, I'm not sure, but it was some guy out there talking about we just need to give a hug and it's so dangerous for everybody. It's a black guy, he's all on that everybody message. I'm like, come on, man. Like it just happened. It's like these niggas are just programmed just for this, you know what I mean? They're just programmed to just start spitting some nonsense.
I'm like, if all it took was a hug and let's get together, this would have been solved hundreds of years ago.
Right.
If that's all it took, this would have been dealt with hundreds of years ago.
Right.
That's not what it's going to take. It's going to take us fighting back the right way. Because as you can see, it's the same old, just another day. It's like, what type of mass shooting is it today? That's all it is.
Right.
I'm sick of it. Yeah. Absolutely.
I just want to know where the bill is that we're gonna get for anti-black hate. Where is that? Or will our Asian counterparts come around and help us out with that, or what? That's my question.
And I also think there was a shooting here in Dallas. Some Asians got shot up. I think it's some hair salon, if I'm not mistaken. So there's something going on right now. Yeah. They're going full tilt with this
election year. So they're letting it happen. Election year.
Yeah.
Because they realize that there's nothing about what they're actually doing in the White House or anything is helping you, going to get you excited. So let's just bring it as close to home to you as we can. And the only solution to that is to stop voting. That's what's going to happen. That's what needs to happen, because they've realized that we just got to bring it close to home to you. We got to disturb your house now, because you do not care about voting. The last election shows during COVID was a record number of people came out to vote. That was during COVID. Why? They figured out a way to bring it close to home to you. These so-called culture wars and all that stuff they call it. That's them allowing this stuff to come home to you, to force you to make a decision, because there's nothing about them helping you. There's nothing about anything that is black first. There's nothing about reparations. There's none of that that's being passed. Nothing to get you legitimately excited. So we're going to do what we always do, appeal to your emotion. We're going to allow things to happen. We're going to give you some hugs. We're going to say, and just imagine how it would be under Trump. Again, we don't, just paint a picture in your head. It's going to be that stuff.
Right. It's, Yes, Janesta, that's what he was doing on that clip.
Yeah, it sure was. Yeah, and, hugging him. Oh, gosh. Oh, you have to pull. Oh, God. It's.
Y'all want me to save y'all from that? It's just like, save us the barf bag. It's just, I'm sick of it. And it's like they know. It's like they scout these people. Let's see.
They do. They know who they're dealing with. These politicians, the news people, they know who to talk to. They know. They purposely avoid certain black people in a group. I've seen it happen firsthand. I've seen that happen. They will avoid certain people to see who they need to fit the story that they've already written.
Right. Yeah, I mean, well, we can do that. I mean, we have to be at this point up in his face because tweeting, I mean, that's fine and well, but it's getting to the point where we're going to have to come in mass and get in front of them.
Right.
because it's getting that serious out here.
Mhm.
Yes, and this is what we're pushing on Twitter and abroad. Yeah, I'm going to see what else is the latest with this, because someone mentioned also what happened in California. But with this guy, this Peyton guy, they said he made a generalized threat at a high school in 2021. See, that alone, when they're doing this, they should be on some sort of terrorist list,
Right.
homegrown terrorist list. When you know that they're making threats like this, everyone should know. Just
Right.
like everyone would know the local pedophile, we need to know the local
Mhm.
white supremacist terrorists. This is
Mhm.
getting insane. They
Right.
said he made a generalized threat while he attended this Valley Central High School in June of 2021. Buffalo Police Commissioner Joseph Gramilga, I don't know, said Sunday. These names, woo, in response to a question from
Right.
CNN's Shimon.
All the way white.
I know. I'm like, woo, how do you say that? I have to sit here and try to
Mhm.
pronounce it. They said at a Buffalo news conference that the state police brought the student in for a mental health evaluation after a day and a half, and he was released, and that's it. That's it.
That's all you got.
Yeah, yeah,
Thanks.
yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. And they say he will likely face more charges. He was arraigned Saturday evening before the Buffalo City Court Chief Judge Craig Hanna on one count of first-degree murder. Okay, he pleaded not guilty. Hanna told CNN if convicted, he faces a maximum sentence of life in prison without parole, the release said. Yeah. And I know they said he was also facing possible terrorism and hate crimes. This is an active investigation and additional charges may be filed, Flynn said in a statement. Blah, 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 blah. And that's that. So I want to see what's going on. Was there really, let me see. A shooting. Let me see something. Okay. So multiple people hit and shooting in California church. One person was dead and several others injured during a shooting that took place at a California church on Sunday. Sheriff's deputies in Orange County responded to a report of a shooting at a Presbyterian church on El Toro Road, Laguna Woods. I don't know. Is anybody in here from California?
I don't think that anything Orange County. I don't think that's anybody black.
Okay, that's what I kind of figured.
I had an event out there, and it was in Anaheim, but I was staying over in Cypress, or Garden Grove, or somewhere like east of where it was.
Mhm.
Yeah, that. Or wait, was it west? It may have been west. Yeah, but
Yeah,
there wasn't a ton of
texting.
black people there.
Right. There's no death penalty in New York. There
Right.
used to be back in the day, but not anymore. And y'all notice this too. A lot of them, you notice a lot of these shooters that be doing this, they're not, a majority are not in like southern states or where
Right.
there's the death penalty. I noticed that, with the exception, I believe, Roof. I think he's supposed to be executed though, because that happened in South Carolina. I think they do have the death penalty. But that's something else I noticed.
Yeah, they don't be trying it there. They don't try it there at all. That's a good point.
Yeah, yeah. So that's real interesting. You see them here, here in Texas, but you don't see them a lot. You see them, but not like a lot. But these mass shootings,
right?
I heard it was a supermarket and it was a Latino being targeted. It was a Latino being targeted. Hey, Tex War, being targeted. The shooter was white and on the run.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Oh, maybe for California.
Yeah.
Okay, you're talking about that. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Some of them white people just crazy out there. Like, it's kind of chill over there, but yeah, some of them are. They definitely with that some of that Dylan Roofs type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh yeah. Because I know when you go through Orange County, some guy was running for like DA out there, some white guy. I think. Yeah, I know his whole thing. He said no LA in the OC. So they really try to separate themselves. No, we not with that quote black stuff up in LA, even though it's not too many of us there anymore. But
no,
that's a big selling point for a lot of them people to be running for office down there. We ain't gonna be like LA. We ain't gonna let the niggers run free, basically.
Right. Shout out to Melvin Brown. Not Brown, Graham. I know I'm Melvin Brown. Melvin Graham. Yeah. His brother's doing good, big things, and I think you're in LA, right, Melvin?
Man, I was
So
supposed to
proud
be
of
out
him.
there too for Juneteenth. I can't even make it. I can't make it till what October, because the flights are so expensive now.
Yeah.
We could do it, but it will wipe out any type of profit I'd make by going out there. So I have to wait till after
Wow.
Labor Day. It's crazy.
Yeah, because everybody's traveling now. Everyone's opening up.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting relaxed and lax, and then here come your white supremacist mass shooters. There you
Right.
go. Shout out to Melvin Graham. Y'all make sure y'all follow him. I'm so excited for him and Miss Danae. I love them. Yeah, it's just yeah. And I haven't really watched mainstream media, so I don't know. I'm just online, so I don't know how they're reacting to this, with the exception of maybe a Fox Clan. I'm sure they're coming up with all kind of excuses and to cover up their asses, because these folks, they do still listen to them too. But I'm just he needs to. I think when they do things like this, there needs to be a death penalty. I'm sorry. I just, the proof is there. The proof is there. And usually this is where when it comes to the death penalty, I'm like, I'm for it, but then I'm against it, because I'm for it because these types we know are out here, know they did what they did and deserve it. And then you have those, we don't know, did you truly do it? The DNA evidence ain't adding up, but you're on death row. So it's like it's a catch-22 with it. I don't want innocent people being executed, but I want devils like this.
Right.
When it's so obvious, it needs to be. I'm sorry. He said, I'm going to go drive 300 some miles. I'm going to take the time to look up the demographics of this area where I know there's a large concentration of Black people, and I'm going to go shoot him in the head. I even heard it was a 5-year-old little boy that was killed. I'm not, that hasn't been confirmed, but I saw on Twitter that this barbaric savage shot a 5-year-old boy. Yeah, absolutely. When it's like mass shooting, we know you did it. There's no guessing. You need to face the firing squad, as far as I'm concerned.
And people are saying, I see it said RICO charges. That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point, because whoever sold it to him, that's a person you could get. Whoever sold them the jacket, that's a person I mean, there's a bunch of people they could bring. The problem is they be bringing in themselves. That's the problem. It'd be their cousins and uncles and whoever got them the job. It'd be family members bringing. It's incestuous. It's law enforcement stuff. That's why they don't want to do it.
Right. Absolutely. Like I said, it hasn't been confirmed, but I did see on Twitter that someone had posted that a little 5-year-old Black boy was killed during this yesterday. The Kyle Rittenhouse effect. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. What's the point of wasting taxpayers' money? Absolutely. Jamal, absolutely. He knew what he did. He mapped it out in his head. He said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Live streamed it. You can't get no more premeditated than that. Yeah, we do. Are you serious?
And the news is what news? Which one?
Which one?
Talking about that?
Let us know. Let us know.
Probably MSNBC. They don't nobody watch. It's probably one of those. I remember this was like years. This was like back when I guess like during the Bush years. I remember, I'll never forget this. Fox News always talk about, look how much ratings we get, blah blah. Like, we got 1 million people, and it was this host on his radio station. Like, he always be like, never forget reruns of SpongeBob SquarePants get that many on a random Wednesday. He always made that point. Like, all these news stations who brag about how popular they are, never forget that they SpongeBob reruns of that get about as much run as a show on CNN. So never forget that. Tucker Carlson and Richard, that's who it was? Oh, Rico. Okay, yeah. Well,
you know what? Yeah. They can find it for these rap stars and R. Kelly, but nothing for these white supremacists who are out.
Because we're going to talk about what they say in their lyrics. I'm not going to sit and defend any of these rap lyrics. I'm certainly not. But if you're going to get them on that based on what they're saying, then yeah, you could get Trump on that. You could get the president on that. You get Carlson spitting, anybody at Fox News who was, spitting that anti-black stuff. You can get all of them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, he had a lot of stuff on his gun. He had here's your reparations. And I mean, so that lets you know that he's online. He's probably listening to us, definitely listening to Tariq. Because when he
Right.
put that butt broken on there, I said, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They know about him.
They know, oh yeah, and he's always exposing them, and I love it because we need to know these folks, where they're hiding, what they're up to, because this is dangerous. If you're walking around here, let me tell you something. When I go anywhere in public, especially when I'm at the gym, I'm always if I'm in like the front, I'm always looking around. I don't care how hard I'm working, I'm looking, I'm listening, because if we got to go take cover somewhere, you better be ready.
Right.
And this is another thing. I know this may not have a lot to do with this, but it does in a sense. This is where us being healthy comes into play.
Right.
Because if you can't defend yourself, you can't even run. They're telling y'all to walk around thinking it's okay to look like Lizzo.
Right.
But when you have your white supremacist devil savage who's ready to shoot you and you can't even move. This is what I'm talking about. This goes deep, folks. I'm not even trying to be funny, but it's the truth.
Right.
We have to be healthy here and here. Our temple has to be. We have to be ready. It's like a war. Y'all can't be walking around here 400 and 500 pounds. It's body positivity. No, because it's going to kill you one way or the other.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying this because, like if someone's skinny and gets shot. No, but at least they have a better chance of running and hiding somewhere.
I mean, they got you inside, overweight, watching TV, ordering food. You're not even going to the grocery store no more. They can pull up on you and get that to you. They want you just as soft as you can. They need a sitting target. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah. This is why I take it so serious. It's not just for vanity. It's not just for health. It's literally for our lives. Because if you ain't got no sort of protection and you can't even run, you're a super soft target.
Right.
This is why we got to wake up. My people, we have to wake up and be ready and have our head on a swivel. As Harvey always says, you better have your head on a swivel. My dad would tell us this as kids. You better not be walking around here with headphones on and walking outside. You don't know if you can hear. He would always be in our ear. I'm like, and I never forgot that. Anytime I'm getting in my car, I'm looking around. I'm seeing. I'm monitoring everything. Who is around me?
Right.
This is no joke. Training, yes. Power tools. Be careful. If you can't have your power tools, you better have some powerful legs and feet.
Yeah.
To get to cover. This is no joke. Y'all better stop listening to these crazy liberals and all these whacked out folks on TikTok and Twitter talking about being obese is body positivity. Okay, you listen to that if you want to.
Right.
Keep listening to that. Shout out to Kevin T. Yes, many white supremacists on 4chan, Stormfront, Dark Web, listen and study the new black media. I was curious and went down that rabbit hole and discovered they know everything about, of course.
Yeah, and they do. They do. So when I do the comics, scene, that's my wheelhouse. And, it's definitely over there. A lot of them be on that 4chan and stuff. They wear a lot of symbols. You can see a lot of the same mannerisms, all of that stuff. I already know that they've gone there and talked about my stuff that they've seen, because they've been hostile to me at events. That's openly questioning what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. And I meant to ask you that. I meant to ask, have you ever been confronted with any of these types?
Oh, yeah. Not straight racism, but they'll be like, oh, well, some of this needs work. Da-da-da. I'm like, who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying? And get this. This is the guy. He had a black wife. The guy that was doing this. He had a black wife right over there. But like I said, it's ingrained in them that we are not supposed to be anywhere but under their feet. You know what I'm saying? It's ingrained in them. So when they see that, oh, they're going to behave hostile. Oh, yeah. So he probably went on 4chan, did some of that. So, yeah, they love to act like we're not relevant. You know what I'm saying? They love to do that. Part of it is so you'll just quit and think you suck. The other part, though, is, they really want you to lower your defenses because they are watching. They see everything. You know what I mean? It's like, Phil, when your girl gets mad or something, like you didn't think she noticed that. Oh, she bringing up everything when she's mad, though, right? During the argument. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. They know exactly what we're doing. They're taking notes, and I say, hey, that's fine because we're not about to stop.
Right, right. Keep ringing that alarm bell. Yeah,
Right,
you better be
exactly.
woke. You better be
Mhm.
woke. You better be paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know how they came and bastardized that term, which
Right.
used to mean something, but here they come. Thank you so much, Kevin. Yeah, please do. Exactly, Botank. Yes, I know his. I'm seeing like bits and pieces of his manifesto. If there's somewhere where we can read the whole thing in its full totality, let me know, because I've
Yeah.
only seen like bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
One piece I did see allegedly that said that he said that I'm not mentally ill or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
Which hopefully they let that in court. Hopefully that's permissible. We'll see.
right, right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for those who have donated. The FBI saw what he posted online and didn't do anything about it until it happened in New York.
Mm-hmm.
No Rico here though.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because again, a lot of them are on it. They're the ones who are involved with it. They're looking at it just scrolling like they on Facebook or something, like it's entertainment. You know? I mean, it's just like it's some Joe Rogan people. That's who it is, all them type of people. Right.
It's just it's sickening. It's sickening. Hey, it's Miss Taisha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes. I know they look at your content. They look at all of us. They look at all
yeah.
of us.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
they stay keeping tabs.
oh yeah,
They stay
absolutely.
keeping tabs. They don't like. I remember Tariq used to talk about when he would have the Hidden Colors premieres and stuff. Like it would be white people just like, wait a minute, well, what are these niggas doing around here? They start getting real curious when we start getting organized. When you have something that ain't a rap album or nothing stereotypical, oh no, they like hold on. They might build something. They white supremacy real sensitive about that stuff. They real sensitive about it. So oh yeah, they always out here like that. Like I said, I like it though, because in my mind I'm like, dang, you had all the help, you cheating, doing all of this, and we still here. That's really what you're mad at. You've done all of this to make sure that black people are not here, and yet we still are. It's like in their mind, it's like cockroaches. You just won't die. They survive the apocalypse. All of that stuff. That's what they're thinking.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I want to say congratulations to Miss Taisha on the impending pregnancy. I hope that's okay. I saw you on social media, so I just want to say good luck to our sister, to you and your husband, your man. I'm so excited for y'all. So
yes, she's one of the early readers of my comics. So salute. Nothing but the best wishes for real.
I'm so happy for y'all. I'm so happy. But yeah, it's just, it's sad. I want to see, I didn't talk about the whole Kevin Samuels thing, his passing, besides, randomly on, social media. But I want to see that same outrage. I want to see it.
Right.
Although they were celebrating. But what I mean is, do you care?
Right.
And I was on Facebook. I even saw Black Enterprise. They're sitting up here posting about Samuels.
No.
And Brian, and I'm sitting, and I literally comment. I said, we have white supremacists running up in churches, running up in supermarkets, and this is what y'all are posting.
Right.
This is the mindset.
Yeah.
And this is why you have dead black bodies dropping everywhere, because this is the mindset. Priorities. It's so it pisses me off to the core. This is why you have to come to us. And Tariq and Jason and Professor and Harvey, because these folks, they don't care. Kevin Samuels didn't go up in that supermarket and mow down black people.
Right.
What does this have to do with anything? Shame on them. I'm just so sick of them.
Well, that's your black media. That's your so-called black media,
I'm tired. We need to wake up, call this out. This anti-black racism. Don't let the media sit up here and try to gloss over it. It was a mass shooting, and it's just, a hate crime against people of color. The only color I saw was black people. So far, I've seen 6 of the victims, their pictures. All I see is black. I see nothing else. Don't let them do that. Do not let them do that. Shout out to Torian. Thank you, Torian. Right. I wonder if Wanda Sykes was Trump.
Right. Oh god. Just people like that are just begging for a job. They have to keep doing that. And a lot of these, I tell people, like, you gotta realize a lot of these celebrities and people, they live in Los Angeles where gas is like $7+ a gallon. So everybody making a choice out here based off of that. Them celebrities, that's what they doing. I mean, because those are pretty much the only people who really live in LA if you're in entertainment. But it's a very fickle job where they can cut you off in a minute. And yeah,
Right.
maybe you making $100K a project, but I mean your monthly expenses are 15,000. So how far that's gonna go? You got to
Right.
keep being a bootleg. You now in a game that you never gonna win.
Right. From my understanding, Deetra, well, if any more else to come out that's not okay, fine, I stand corrected. But what I've seen so far has been mostly black. Has been mostly black. Like I said, now if any more they release more pictures and others, okay, we say our rest in peace to them and be done. But
Right.
what I've seen so far, and with his pieces of manifesto that I've seen, it's been targeted because he's sick and tired of the white population is dying. That was his whole spiel. So we'll see. I did also see a video of him about to shoot a white guy until he realized, oh, you're white.
Right.
Sorry about that.
Right.
I'm looking for the next nigga.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm just going by that, what I see.
Right. The bottom line is most of them were black. Bottom line is, okay, we can do this. Man, well, this person was black. This person wasn't. Everything on that gun was anti-black that he wrote.
Exactly.
The intention was black. We got to stop that too. Anytime.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying this. I'm nitpicking this. No. That's not the point. Anytime, it's always some Negroes want to get on here, argue some semantics. Right. We need to just be talking about where's the anti-black hate bill? Where's the reparations bill? Why are we just getting a hug? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? Talk about that. We want to get in here with these semantics and stuff. It don't make no sense.
Right.
And it's because, as this says on the comment, we want to sit up here and listen to celebrities. They are into semantics. And so we're going to be in semantics. No, stop doing that.
Right. Absolutely. It's just, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. Right. Like I said, not attacking you, but we're just letting you know that that's another thing. His mindset, we know what his mindset was.
Right.
And of course, in the heat of the moment, someone else may be a victim that he didn't intend to be.
Right.
But his mission was to kill as many black people as he can get away with. That was his mission. Looking at the gun, looking at the piece of the manifesto, how he thought, that was his purpose.
Right.
And I'm just, it's sickening. It's sickening, but shout out to Mr. Roosevelt Pitt. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. And y'all make sure, before I head out of here, y'all make sure to visit. I'm gonna put this in big. Let me take out the ticker. Big. Go to fobbspublishing.com. And I know there's going to be some wonderful, wonderful folks talking about this coming up. Y'all make sure to tune in to, of course, to Jason, to Tariq, and to many others. I believe Gavin at GBoot 2786 is going to talk about this as well. We have to put the pressure. And I don't know. I'm sick of it. I'm just so sick of it.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying though too. It's a reminder of why we need people like you, Nicole. We need all of y'all who are reporting the news and who are talking about what's really going on. Like I said, cut on CNN and nightly news, all that. They're not gonna do this. They're not gonna do what's being done here. They're not gonna do what's being done in other B1 spaces. They're not gonna show you just the raw, unadulterated images of what's written on that gun. They're not gonna go deep. They're not gonna go too deep into the manifesto. At best, you're going to get what I said earlier at the top of our program here, what the Atlantic had. You're just going to have that yeah, he's a lone wolf, but he's connected to some pretty interesting ideology. Not even saying it's wrong.
Right,
troubling ideology.
Right.
Troubling, that's it. That's the most you're going to get. And I think that's like a liberal outlet. I think they hired Jamel Hill, which I mean, that tells y'all need to know about that, but that's the most you're going to get. So these spaces are important when we talk about it here, compare notes, all of that. It's important what's done here. So I salute you for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I try my best. Who is this? Land Rollins. First person the bastard shot up was a white female. Well, let's bring her out then. Let's show me the article, picture.
His manifesto is anti-black. This was
So-
anti-black motivated. Stop that. I didn't mean to jump in, but stop that. Stop that. I'm tired of hearing that. Every time. Well, I think that there's so much this with that. No. Why did he drop? Why did he go there? Well, they always ask about the motivations, right? What was his motivation? Answer that question.
And as we just said, there are going to be casualties of war. There's always going to be.
Right.
But his mission was to go and shoot some Negroes. That was his mission.
Right.
Whoever he shot first, yes, it's wrong, regardless. But we know what his mission was. So miss me with it. That might be a troll. I don't know. But either way, we know what his mission was.
Right.
Don't get over here doing that.
Right.
Thank you. Thank y'all. And I thank each and every one of you who stopped by to check on me, stopped by to talk about this. The donations and all that is so appreciated. Y'all make sure to support Mr. Lane Fobbs. Lane, thank you so much for coming at the last minute.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm happy I could have you because I know it's been a minute since I've been on here and just being able to speak. And I'm going to try to definitely come next week because I need to talk about other things too, and see where this is going.
Right.
All we ask is for y'all to be careful and safe and to watch your surroundings, not just be safe, but be healthy up here. All of this, we got to get this in order.
Right.
We got to get this in order. It's not funny. It's not a joke. Stop listening to these people. Take care of yourself. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, take care of yourself. It's not a joke. It's not a game. But some of y'all don't listen. We can only tell you. So is there anything else you'd like to add to that, Lane?
Oh, I think that's it. Just salute to all the B1 media out here. I'm more than honored. It's the pleasure's all mine to be a part of it, to jump in and be able to just have some sort of contribution to it. Just hop on the website. Got our Black History book there. Every 50 state has a fact about it. I also have my horror comic book. That's a fun title. I got that as well. So I got interests for everybody. And again, it's Black fantasy, sci-fi, horror, and history. And people ask me what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put that out. That's exactly what it is. So I appreciate all the support.
Absolutely. Power tools, absolutely. Thank you so much. Yes. They still, although a lot of them might not, but a lot of them do still listen to these folks on Fox Clan. Of course. Oh yeah. That's where a lot of them get their talking points from, is these folks.
Yep.
But they'll act like they don't. Oh no, we don't. We don't do that. And then when the shit hits the fan, there they are.
Again, they love to pretend that they're ignoring something. They love to pretend what's not happening right up until it is.
Absolutely. All right. Thank y'all so much. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by today. And I will be back. And whatever I hear on this, you guys hear, you can share with me on Twitter. My email address is here. If you have any information, if you know anyone that may have been affected by this, feel free to let them, they can talk to me, contact me, and I'll have them on, because this is just despicable.
Right.
It's despicable. And we have to be on some sort of code, some sort of same page when it comes to this. I'm tired. But anyway, thank y'all. Thank you, Lane.
No problem.
All right. Well, y'all have a safe night. Be careful out there. Please be careful. That's all I'm asking. Just watch your back and be careful. Y'all take care. Have a good night.